Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. I am Darian, and today I was actually inspired to do this video when I was thinking about all the things that, even though they may seem unfavorable in my mind at least, the things that have happened in my life that ended up actually working out for my good. The bad things are what we would consider terrible things. The good things that actually came from those things. So I want to encourage you today to take that pain and run with it. Profit from the things that have happened to you. Okay, so I'm not saying that every single thing that happens in your life is something that you should try to profit from. Of course, there are some things that we get ourselves into, but then there are also some things in life that happen that we have no control over. And oftentimes I have found in my life those things that just happened that I had no control over. Doesn't make sense. Don't know why this went this way or that went that way. There is something bigger that can be found for why the thing happened. There are two things that you can do as a person. You can either allow it to break you, make you bitter, and even if you go through a short phase, sometimes we do have to go through our emotions and our phases of getting over things. But there's also another way to handle things, and that is to, after you go through your emotions, after you go through the feelings, trying to figure it out and realize that it is what it is, you get up and you take what you can take from the situations that you have had to face in life. You get up and say, whatever I can get from what has happened to me, I'm about to take it and run with it. I was actually thinking about this earlier. I don't know if you heard of Risa Tisa, but on TikTok she had her series, Who the Did I Marry? And I just find it so fascinating that just one day her deciding to post the series on TikTok, essentially airing out her business, the things that she went through, it took her from where she was to a whole new level. Talking about profit, if I'm not mistaken, I believe she has a book and a TV show coming from what she went through. So if that is not taking what happened to you and running with it, then what is? And this isn't to say that just because you had something bad happen to you that you're going to end up on the same path as her. I feel that there's so many different reasons why such success can come from such tragic things that can happen in life. And one of those things is, I believe that you're just divinely called to be at a certain place. You're divinely called to have great wealth or to be in these certain circles or be doing this certain thing. And sometimes it is the not so good thing that happened to you that leads you there. It's not always this, field of flowers that lead you to where you're supposed to be. Sometimes it could be vindication. It could be recompense. It could be receiving back the good from all the things that you've had to walk through. And when you walk through those things, you kept the right heart. You didn't go try to ruin other people's lives and, cause drama in other places. I want to also say this. I am not saying to just jump out on a whim, go tell your business, go tell your story and hope that it's going to go somewhere. I am talking about situations where it is just destined to happen, that you are going to profit from what you have been through. And your profit may not look like that. Your profit may look completely different from somebody else's, but there are certain situations where you will just know that there is something greater. You can feel that there's something more that is supposed to come from this. Me personally, I look back at some of the situations that I've been in, and I had a season where I was in the pit. I was in the pit and I didn't understand. I had built up resentment and anger because a lot of what I was facing was because of the people in my life, was because of the people around me. And this isn't to say that I don't have any accountability for my own self, but a lot of the situations were from betrayals or different things like that. And I just couldn't see, like, what did I do for things to change like this? It also was happening at a great time of elevation in my life. And so I didn't understand all the things that came with elevation. I didn't understand all the things that come with personal growth, that the people around you will also react differently. They may not all be happy for you. They're not always rooting for you and want the best for you. And so being in that place, I can recall just feeling like, this is unfair. What did I do in this life to cause this? What did I do in life for all of this to come down on me? And it wasn't until after I got out of those situations I started to see that there was something greater in all of this happening. There was something greater in what I had to face. I needed to go through those things to be able to do what I am doing now. A lot of the content that I'm posting now, and even on my other things that I have going on, I would not be able to do the content if I never experienced those things. Or I would not be able to speak to certain things if I never walked through them and experienced them. So I would not essentially be able to do part of my purpose. And so once you get past those things and realize there is something that is supposed to come from this, there's a profit that is supposed to come from this. It's not just that I just went through to go through. And it may take you some time to realize what that profit is or how you'll get from one place to the next. But just know that if there is a profit from it, you need to do what you need to do so that you can receive that profit. We don't just go through things for nothing. We don't just experience things from nothing. Again, some things are consequential because of the things that we've done, but then there are some things that you walk through this, you learned the lessons, you gain what you need to gain from this, so you need to collect what is yours from this also. You can't allow yourself to stay stuck in the past and hold on to the what ifs and the what was and this could have been different. The reality of life is that life is going to go on. Whether you want to go on with it or not, life is going to continue to change. So you have to be able to pivot and change with life. What you have gone through could be for you to write a book to help others, and that book could be a New York bestseller. That book could make you millions of dollars. You can be making a film based off of what you have done, and that film could be in the box offices making mass amounts of money. You can start an organization to help other people who have walked through what you walked through and help so many people be healed and overcome the same things that you have gone through. You can save a whole generation of people just based off of what you have gone through, and take that and make it something greater. And it doesn't always have to be something super deep, super spiritual, but you know on the inside that this is the good, this is the greatness that came from when you were in the pit, or when you were in the worst place, or when you went through that season that you couldn't understand, where you were confused, didn't make sense, and unfair things happened to you. So this is just some encouragement. Turn that pain into profit. Whatever pain that you have gone through and you know that there is something to come from it, run with that, baby. Grab it and run with it. Obviously, we're not trying to cause any extra pain in this life or hurt ourselves any more than we will be hurt in this life, because that is just a part of life, being hurt, going through painful things. It shouldn't be your whole life. That shouldn't be like, majority of your life. But the reality is we go through different situations. But take that and run with it. Take it and get what you got to get from what you have gone through. Make the best out of the situations that you have gone through that were not necessarily favorable in your eyes, or that didn't necessarily feel favorable. Oh, get the favor from what felt like it was unfavorable. So I hope you have a great day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye.